Hello, everybody. We are live with Kristo. Hello, Kristo.
Hi.
Just so that we can check that everything is working all right, could you please write in the chat or in the comments something like hello or where you'll be joining us from? And you might want to maybe refresh the page if it's not loading right away.
Or if you can hear us good or great, or is something missing?
Just let us know before we begin with the wisdom that Krista is going to share.
Yeah, wisdom. It's just an experience.
Yeah, that's the best type of wisdom. So just let us know in the chat if everything is all right, or if it's not all right, then let us know too. I will just check from my phone just in case. And we will begin in a minute, I think. Just when we make sure that everything is working great. Yeah, we should be live. But either way, since people, they're in the middle of their working day right now, so if they join us in a few minutes, then they can say hello. And we are recording this anyway, so it is available later as well. But yeah, let's begin. So, hello, everybody. My name is Laura. I am a recruiter and connector with over 10 years of experience. Helping companies grow by finding great people in their teams and helping them to start these great relationships. And I am joined today by Kristo Kaugija, CEO of Joon Printing, which is a really fun company in my opinion, because you guys not only produce really brilliant work and products, but you also stand out to me by how you lead your team and support your team. So this conversation, I think, is going to be interesting for anyone who is in a leadership role, who works in a growing company, or maybe founded their own company and needs to start leading a team soon. And if you just want to create a more positive and productive and collaborative work environment, or if you're looking to use these same kind of tips maybe in your other relationships, in your business, or even privately, why not? So Krista and I know each other from BNI, which is a business networking group. We both kind of started with, short introductions. And yeah, it grew from there. And at first, it was really important to kind of be really short and clear and clear about what you bring to the table for other business people. But yeah, we grew on from there. And today's talk is not only about leadership, it's also about trust and collaboration and the kind of different types of business relationships that help us all thrive and how Joon does it differently than others. So, Krista, can you share a little bit about yourself and about how you came into Joon Printing?
Yeah, thanks for having me. Hello, everybody. In short, sales has been everything that comes with me wherever I work or wherever I go. I have been a part of Joon's team. This is my 5th year. I'm one of the owners and the CEO right now. And my main responsibility regarding everything to operate the firm and teams good and effectively is the sales team, basically, and how right now in different economy to keep them motivated and keep them doing the best they can, basically. What Joon has been doing in the past 4 years, we have been 2 mergers. The first one was, I think, 3 years ago. We bought a smaller printing house and then merged into our premises here in Kunderi Tänav. This was one of the my first learning points. What should I do differently when we brought together 2 teams? Joon has been operating 20 years in the market. the other printing house was over 30 years old. So there has been some cultures that has been, yeah, they do things like they do and like they have done like 20 years. So it was a difficult part to combine them. And now there aren't two teams, there's just one team, one Joon. And this was a really good learning phase, but it made it very easy that the people were really great. They came with open-minded, and what helped was really much communication. I wasn't good at that. I was like, okay, we do it because of this, like one row in a slideshow, basically. And it made people go crazy because they had so many answers, questions answered, not answered. And for me, it was like tiny things where I can go to the toilet or where I can change my clothes, basically. For me, it was, oh, it's clear, it's there, you can ask anybody. But when you don't communicate it, it will be a big problem in a month, basically. So this was one of our mergers, and the last one we did 2 months ago. We bought another label producing company, and with it came like 7 different machines and also over 10 people. So, but I had some some knowledge how we can do it better. So this is like what has Joon done in 4 years. But overall, Joon is a printing house, printing company. We do offset printing, digital printing. We do labels, etiquettes, roll to roll. And we have what differs us the most is we have also a hand packaging department. We basically put bottles into boxes, into packages. We make the labels, stick it like manually when there's small quantities or the products are like we can't do it with a production line. So then we do it by manual labor, basically. This is in short what Joon has done in 4 years and what I am doing here.
Yeah, thanks so much. I mean, these mergers are such an interesting part about your growth, and I cannot imagine like the challenges because it's really everything, not only hardware but also the different cultures, like you mentioned. And I guess as a human being, where's the toilet? Where can I get my coffee? Where can I change my clothes? It's all very, it is important. Like not in the first minute, but if you go 2 days without these things, then.
Yeah, you know where the toilet is, but when somebody doesn't point it, or it's like really small things. Where can I park my car, or do I have to use a Mac computer, or do I have to use a Windows computer, and all those things. When you don't make it before the first day, then it will, yeah, you get not a very good impression that you're not welcome, basically. When I'm not discussed those things, or when you log in, there's like guest one, then okay, they did know 1 month ago that I'm joining. Why I'm just a guest one here? It has to
Yeah.
be Kristo when I'm logging, and all that kind of basically small things, but it yeah, defines the culture in our team, basically. We also make every year, once for clients and once for employees, like a questionnaire, what is good, what is bad. The first one was like, them, I don't know anything about leading. It was like a really tough one for me, but it was good that they took the time and they really wrote what bothers them. It's a sign that, okay, I'm a guy who can listen, or they want to write something that they don't just, oh, they don't care, I don't write it, and whenever it goes better. But they wrote really, really long letters, and now the 4th year, they are pretty short, because there are problems that we can handle, yeah, we can do, but there are problems like, what has the landlord to do? I can't help with that, but I have to communicate the no word, because yeah, it's out of my hands, but they have to know that it doesn't change because I can't do it, the landlord doesn't do it, and it will change when we, I don't know, move. Because I don't know, the problem was like, we have not so much parking places here. Okay, yeah, but I can't do anything about it now.
Yeah, it would be a pretty big thing to kind of, I don't know, build new parking spaces like
Yeah,
below.
exactly.
Yeah, but I guess it's true, like all these examples that you brought already, that employees, they are just, human beings like we all are, and we want to be productive, and we want to work well, and we want to, like produce great results. But at the end of the day, we are so much guided by our emotions, like, being greeted with your own name, not the guest number one. It's all evoking an emotion, and if we feel good, then we also work better.
Yeah.
So can you maybe bring some examples about how you can, like, personally support your team when things get tough, or the feedback form is one thing, but like in daily lives, if they have some kind of issues, if they want to talk about it, how do you, show up just as a human for your team?
Actually, I think I know pretty much about our work family. Are they a cat person? Are they a dog person? Basically, things like that. My routine is every time when I'm entering the production of the premises, I take my coffee basically and walk every room through. I say everybody hello, and I get also the touch when somebody has some issues, how they look, how they respond to that. And then basically the best thing is to just ask, is everything okay? What's wrong with you today? Or I never do it in front of the others because nobody wants to speak about their problems in front of the others. What we do when it's possible, we have a production, so not every position gives me the will, or they can't just leave the operating station to gather themselves or something like that. But whenever it's possible, I tell them, take a day off, take some 2 hours off, walk it off, or when you have some problems. And when they don't want to share, I don't dig also deep. I see, okay, they have something they want to think about, they want to breathe or do something. So let's do this. But just they have to communicate that they don't walk around with a bad mood every day. So we also had some boxes. You also shared, it's one, we called it Jaurik. We had one in the production and one in the office. Also, when somebody's like constantly in the bad mood, and the reason for that is like, I don't know, it's reasonable, not reasonable, then you affect other people. And the jury basically is your co-workers who are in the same room with you. And when you annoy them, like really annoy them, then they say, okay, now you are getting on our nerves, and you have the box here, you have to put 5 euros in it. And when there's like a problem, like, I don't know, the toilet paper is out. It ran out, and I'm like 2 hours and the toilet paper ran out and I don't have it. And it's like, okay, let's just tell somebody, or let's bring it from the warehouse. But when you don't do it and you get on the nerves, like 4 hours, you just ramble about it, then you have to put 5 euros in it. And when like, okay, I'm on the next table and you don't click it that you can bring it yourself and fill it up, then okay, I will do it. It's there. I will take it. Then I can get the 5 euros from the box, basically. That I solved your problem in that. But we have done some small things, or small games, like in the sales team. It's you can't do anything when, I don't know, your machines are empty, and you have called every client that you have in your list, and you have done basically 20 new client like cold calls. You can't do anything that the machine is empty, and you can't bring nothing from the, I don't know, out of house also. Then we have a game like, okay, you can't bring it, but we do the work. We put in the work that, okay, you can't get an order like money-wise, but you have put in the effort. So we have a bonus system for the effort. Okay, I made 10 cold calls. The response was like 0, but I made those 10. And we have like a target list. And if you have like 20 or 30 or 40 calls, and from there, when you get the job, it's like not the usual job, it's like an extra effort job. Then you get from that basically the same box, you get a lottery, and there's like presents. You have like empty ones here. You have to also have some luck. but you can get from here like candies. I don't have luck. Basically, everybody is empty. But you can have a free day, or you have like candy, gummi, or you have like Apollo kinkekaart or something that. Yeah, I know you are trying hard, but the economy isn't supporting it right now. Then it keeps up the vibe, and I don't tell the team every day that I don't know we have like hard times. They know it already. They know it themselves also. It doesn't help anybody that just to every hour you send some graphics or some numbers that we are missing this or that, because they can't influence it, but they can do like activities to better it. And we have to how to, I don't know, give the prices for the activities, because that's the thing that they can change.
Yeah, I think that is such a great point, because especially in sales, like you can, you also need to have some luck to get the results
Yeah.
as well. And it's so important to, acknowledge the activities and the effort and the willingness to produce results, and the results will
Yeah,
come,
eventually.
but you can't get stuck in them, because maybe, like the example you brought, if you make like 20 cold calls and nobody orders from that lot, but still you made those calls, like you put in a great effort, and it should be like complimented. So that's great. What would you say, like in general, as a leader, uh, do you have some kind of like more general values, or like principles that kind of guide you through all these major and minor, everyday
I
moments?
have a big flaw, basically. We also in our team we did some human design, like consultation, and I'm not money oriented. Basically, that's the biggest flaw I have. My partner always says that you're too soft on that field, but I think business is done with people. That guides me through, and every person that comes to our premises and to work should know why they're here, that they are a part of a bigger team, of a bigger system. That's why we have like the logo also, like different colors in the stripe. Every color means different department in our house, and when you, it's like a bridge, and when you take the yellow one out, it's not a real bridge. We fall into the river, basically. So we tried to, we are not there yet. It's not perfect, don't get me wrong. We try to do it every day better than we were yesterday, but the people should know that every their move values, and we are on the same thing, that we do the same thing. And when I go to client meetings, that also, when I joined BNI, it really differs, that when I went to business meetings or client visits, it was like I went for a job. I went for a thing that when I came back without an RFQ, it was like I failed. But now we went there, we tried to know what the client or the possible client is doing, where is the itch that we can help with. And when we can't, then basically, okay, you have my contacts, and it was great to meet you. You're now in my network, and maybe sometime in the future we can help each other with. But now it's been a year, and I have also guided or teach this to our sales team. Also, that you just have to be a great person, and you have to be trustworthy. The jobs will eventually come then when you do it the right way. When you go for a job and you don't care about the, I don't know, the backstory about the job, or why somebody prints this package this way, or why they do the brochures this way. Okay, they are not so strong products that have a backstory, but you have to know the client's log. And we try to be friends with our clients, to meet up with them, to get to know them. We have a really good example. I wasn't a part of the Joon's team when it happened, but in our premises, the upper floor, it's Kanga Jungle, is a store there, and it burned. And it was a big burn. Our production was basically ruined, and we couldn't produce anything for a month and a half, basically. But what the clients
wow.
did, that were like very tight with the sales guys and with the owners at that time. They in the next 3 months they ordered like a year's volumes to help us grow back and get back in a good financial form also. Okay, the insurance came up, but when you have in our field like a month or 2 months absence, it's really easy to change the supplier. But yeah, when you have strong relationships and you really try to know the clients as a person also, not money-wise or project-wise, I think in the long run it will help. But in the short term, yeah, you maybe have like a different 3 months or different periods when the sales numbers aren't up. But in the long run, those clients, those persons don't change you for 3 cents of discount for anybody else.
That is so true. Like for me, I think this is also like one of the most important lessons ever that I am happy that I learned, and I'm happy that you said so nicely that it's all about the long run. It's all about the human relationships, and you know, of course, there is always someone who can do the same thing cheaper or maybe faster, but you don't have the same type of connection, and that's what really matters because people do business with people. So yeah, I totally agree with that.
And and it's
Um,
also like when you have like hard times, not only sales wise, but when you merge or grow, you will have like cash flow problems in some period. It happens to everybody basically. When you are a normal person and you tell the partners ahead, we are growing. I don't know, we have like growth headache or we have cash flow problems and we will be late in some payments. Like it's a real thing this time, and we also have like a really good clients who have been never late, now are late. We are sometimes late. So when you are there and you just communicate what is happening with you, it's not a shame thing. It's okay. I know I don't send you the 2 reminders about it. I know it's done that period of time, and it also comes like who are you as a person, not as a, I don't know, the figure or some name in some business card. Because yeah, when we have a
mm,
really good example of what one of our biggest clients changed the marketing director, and the director was like, okay, when I was the marketing director and operating like 2 millions of marketing money, everybody in the street said hello and asked me to join the different venues, different events. Now he's doing like, I don't know, growing potatoes and some animals, and just really a countryside person. But none of those people say hello anymore because they don't need him, no, money wise. But only the
mm,
true ones are okay. I come visit you. I can pet the sheep and do that kind of thing. That I try to be that kind of person when I'm like, I don't know, just an agricultural man, that the same person still say hello to me because I was a good one as person, not just a CEO or I don't know, a leading person in some team.
yeah, that is such a good example. And you know, if I knew that guy, I would definitely want to go and pet the sheep. That's so great. Um, is there, you know, that's the same kind of thing that I think makes Yawn so special because it's not only inside the company, it's also outside from the company, and the same kind of values. You know, they you can see it, you can really see it. Can you think of some specific moment maybe where all this work that you have put into the company culture, like the communication and so on, where it really made a difference, where you think that things could have gone in another way if you hadn't put in the
I think
work?
there's like in 2 departments. One was in our sales team when a sales rep basically came and said that okay, I was missing 2 days because I had a hangover. Okay, you're totally honest, and I really appreciate it, because I think when the culture isn't there, it's just in the paper, then nobody tells you that. They will say it, okay, I don't know, had a bad stomach or something like that, and they put the effort that was not done in the 2 days or 1 day that they were hangover. They did it in the evenings. They did it in the weekends. And the other thing was when we had like a year ago, the summer was really, really tough. And when you have to go to the salaries or you have to take the deals that, I don't know, in 3 months we don't have, we can't pay you the bonuses or something like that, then nobody was like angry or, oh, we totally understand it. Is this enough or what can we do to get the, I don't know, the firm in a better base, basically. Then you understand that people are behind you, and when there's like really hard times, then they don't run away because in some places are better times or something like that. That when a worker comes to you, I understand what pressure you are in or what the company goes through with like some mergers or some, I don't know, problems when we had like a printing machine went off and the spare part came like in 2 weeks. They know when in the production is silence, then it's like a bad thing that money can't come in, basically. And when they come and basically comfort you, then I think you have done something right.
Yeah, I think it's such a great point, not only for leaders or entrepreneurs, but for anybody who is listening, who is maybe as an employee at the moment or part of some kind of team. That everybody has tough times, and that's the best kind of question to ask. Like, how can I help? It's not like, oh, you're the boss, you're responsible, you need to pay me, I don't care what happens to the whole company. It's obviously every leader's top one priority actually is to get the salaries, to get the bonuses, to keep the team working and motivated and so on. But it's just not always possible, or there might be delays that are out of your hands. And I think it's really such a great testament from the employee side as well, that they are really considering this to be a partnership, and that's really what helps you as a leader to give back to them again later on when the times are better. And I just want to say to anybody listening, if you have any questions for Kristo or for me, just put them in the chat. I hope that we will see them. And if not, then just write them under the LinkedIn event. We will check there soon, later on, and answer the questions as much as we can. Okay, but Kristo, you already showed us Yaurik, which is a great tool. So if you get on people's nerves and you complain about stuff, you put 5 euros in, and if you solve some kind of issue, then you're entitled to take 5 euros out. Very simple. I know you have some other really cool little rituals or like tools that you have used, that you have also produced yourself, and can you share maybe some more of those really creative ideas?
I will walk then. Maybe we have different ones in different periods. Right now, when I will walk through, we had problems to get enough work into the offset machine, so we made a leaderboard, also some like lottery, and who gets a present just to go to dinner with somebody. We had like I don't know if you can see a leaderboard.
Yeah.
This one, and also the bell. The bell is
Ah,
like an how you say it, the ship bell, basically. When shipments came from the sea and it was a really good trip, then they rang the bell and they bought everybody in the marina something that they want. So when everybody in our sales teams gets the order into the missing machine or into the machine that's right now in focus of our sales team, then they rang the bell so heavy that the whole basically the whole house knows, okay, the job came in, and then they also get the present. Yeah, there's like small presents. They have 2-3 days basically, then they can choose what they take off, and they can go to with a partner to the restaurant, basically. But we change it because we have different departments. when's less work, or I can see that, okay, next month the labeling business isn't as good as it should be, or it's like a low period for the whole industry, then we can make the change and be super active. Then I make a better prices for that games, so that they can when they make the extra effort, not every time it has to be money in our house. Basically, it can be very different things. What we else do, we have poker nights. We don't do many how do you say, many parties. We have just summer days and Christmas party. But what we do also, we try to every 3 months we try to add somebody and to comes to make a lesson for us. They talk about cryptocurrency, they talk about investments, or they talk about breeding, or something that's not related to our daily work. And we had like 2 months ago, we had Gerdu Lener speaking to us with Mindset Fitness. We have like a small batut in our house that when you get angry, or you're like, your mind is like closed up, then we can go and jump for 2 minutes. That okay, now we're good again, and I have a better mood. It activates the body and everything. But we try to do small things, and I think the biggest challenge is to get the knowledge and get to know when somebody needs a little pep talk. And we try to teach our employees, or like mid-level managers, to focus on that also.
Yeah, that's a lot of great tips. Yeah, thank you for sharing. I think it is. I guess at the end of the day, you just need to know your people. Like you said, like the first thing that you did basically was also kind of just to get to know people, and now you can tell, like, if it's a cat person, a dog person, and you can tell by the looks on their faces as well. Like some guys, they always look really sad, but actually they're happy. And some guys, they might look really happy, but then one day you notice they have maybe like a furrowed brow or something, and you know exactly that something is wrong. So I guess it just takes time, and I think it's really important to just keep going. And because relationships do take time. It's normal.
I think the
It's okay.
listening part is the most important, because what I have experienced before, or my last employees where I worked, it was also like the only way to communicate isn't to give you the things that you have to do, but nobody asks what I want to do, or what I'm capable extra doing, or something like that. Because in the sales teams, there are like salespersons who are they are eager, they are like burning to communicate, to expand their network. They want to be out of the house. You can't put them into the chairs and like fill in the orders, or fill in the paperwork, something that they don't want to do, but they are pushed to do. So we try to also find out what is the person's like really passionate about what they do. We have like had from production are coming in, people who are joining the sales team, and the opposite. And also it also differs from time to time, because I don't know, for Martin, who is like 20 years old, the most awesome thing to do is get more money, or an gift card for a bar. But when Martin is 30 or 40, the most awesome thing is to get an extra day off to spend it with their kids, or something like that. You have to keep up with those things also.
Yeah, I think the best kind of tools that I use to get to know, in the part of relationship building is exactly like a little tool that I use now, and I give to my clients as well, which I call Amundsen's wheel. I think I saw it first some kind of like a job fair or something, and my last employer also used it when he had one-on-one talks with me. So it's basically like you described. On the wheel there are like several parts of a job, like location and payment and colleagues and those kinds of things. And the person can kind of choose like what are their top priorities, because they change over time, and then they give scores to their priorities. And so you can kind of go back to it like every quarter or like twice a year. Like, okay, what matters to you most now? Like maybe, for example, if they move house, then the location part becomes more important. Or if they have kids, they want more time for the family. And yeah, like you said, like all these life events are important to know, and they can change a lot. And it's just such a nice thing if for an employee, if their boss kind of remembers something or asks like, oh hey, your son's birthday was this weekend, how did it go? Or like, oh hey, like your anniversary is coming up, do you maybe want to leave earlier today, or something like that. And also what you said about uh, letting people do what they're passionate about, that is so important. And for me as well, like the first step before we even get to finding this new employee, before even recruiting them, is thinking in advance, like, okay, what motivates this person that I am looking for. So if you know already that you want someone who is like a really good communicator and who loves to be really active, then you know right away that you're not even going to look for a desk person only. But I guess the issues happen when leaders don't really think about those things, and when they kind of like assume, or they want one person to be like five people in one,
Yeah.
which is not possible. Yeah. Okay. But also, we have seen like the benefits, and you have brought some examples of really like long-term business relationships between different companies as well. And I think we are like a good example too, because, I have been Joon's client, and Joon has been my client, and we have had these little collaborations. What do you think makes or is like the important base for a good collaboration, or for like a good business relationship with other
I
entrepreneurs?
think we still come to the start point that you have to know the person that you are collaborating with, and what he or she values, and what is the goal. Is the goal to get money from you, or is the goal to really help you to solve some problems, basically? And I think good collaborations are when you have the click, you have to have like a starting point also for a friendship, basically. Because it's a good way of partnership when I can call you also like 5 minutes past 5 at how did your day go, or did this good, or you give me an honest back feed that, oh Kristo, you don't get those things right, I don't know what has happened with you, or what is wrong with your production, but these things have to be this, that you can be our partner, or something that you have an honest conversation. You can tell things as they are. You don't have to go and turn corners about it. And the most for us, the most valuable thing is be there, be available, and just say about the things that they are, basically. In our feed, in production, every day something happens, so you have to be flexible on that way. And when you have bad mood, then you can deal it, basically go and help yourself with it, and don't pull it on the others, that they don't have to listen listen to your problems if they can't help you with them. And keep your feelings under control. Because I have been in production or in a leading position for the past 10 years or a bit over. I have never raised my voice on any occasion. So I think also emotional control is also something that you have to have. There comes up topics that aren't convenient for you, or are like when somebody's really, really honest with you, you have to take it in. You have to think about it. Is it like a personal insult that doesn't have to do anything what you do, or is it like a really constructive criticism that you can change something that maybe I do something that in my mind is really great and really good, but 30 people suffer from it. Then I have to keep up with it and listen to it. And I think the emotional control is also really important.
Mm-hmm. Do you have some kind of like, I know from the top of my head that some people can get like really hot-headed because
Yeah.
there's a lot of pressure anyway, and then somebody maybe says something that you find hurtful, and then a machine breaks down, and then a client calls and gets angry at you, and like, how do you kind of regulate yourself? Do you have some kind of like a quick tip for those moments?
Actually, we go just take a walk. We have the batut that we jump on it, and
Mm-hmm.
I
Trampoline.
trampoline basically, and I try to understand what's wrong. You made a really good example, because we have some issues before we have had, like when the printing machine doesn't operate right, and the operator is like really angry and swears, and every paper flies around, and then when you go, you get the bad anger, and maybe it's on me, because maybe he said to me that, okay, 2 days ago I told you that we have to change this little part of it, and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do it, and now he's angry. But we have also had like, okay, I know he's like this kind of person. I give him 5 minutes, then he rambles up the papers that they threw in there, comes and apologizes to everyone who was past him that time, and everything is okay. We take the persons as they are, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guess I would just have to say that breathe deep, and
Yeah.
good walks outside is like really great. If that's an opportunity, then just like getting outside of the environment and getting
Yeah.
some fresh air, and maybe seeing some trees or birds, or where even in the middle of the city you can probably see, I don't know, like some pigeons or something. It kind of
Actually,
takes your mind off.
a good one is that the Gerdu gave us is that when you're really, really angry, and I don't know, you just can't imagine what brings your mood back down, then think about the little puppy or a kitten, that you can't be angry when you think about the little puppy who plays like with a ball or something like that.
That is a great tip. Okay, awesome. Do you have any more tips for entrepreneurs who want to maybe like improve, or to kind of build better relationships between different kind of fields? I mean, I'm sure you have some tips that you can share from BNI, or from your own experiences.
I think when you have the mindset that you're not the smartest one in the room, helps a lot. Basically, uh, listen to other people, expand your network. When possible, take a coach or a mentor for a period of time. Somebody who sees your doings, daily doings, on a different level or different perspective, that can help you. But I think the network part is the most valuable. Go and just talk to other people, and be interested in what they are doing, because many great ideas, yeah, just appear when you talk to others, and oh, you do this and we can do this, and many collaborations will start from like a simple lunch, basically, just when you try to know the other person and their businesses, not just tell what you do, but try to listen.
Yeah, well, I couldn't agree more. Like, I have had also like such like out of the box collaborations with like different types of companies, that you cannot just think about it like, oh, like maybe I can collaborate with like a face yoga instructor, for example. Like, I do recruitment. How is that a match? But just think about it. Just get to know the person, and you will find those ideas, and like we have as well. So yeah, thank you so much for that. Listening,
Yeah,
and being a human.
basically, yeah.
Yeah, that's the tip. That's the secret. Is there anything exciting that Joon has coming up that maybe you can share about some potential projects or some new machines, new things that we can order from you?
Basically, the last merger was a really, really good add-on to our product range. That now we can do roll-to-roll labels, and every label can be different, and it doesn't change the price basically because it's digitally printed. This was the biggest one right now, and at the end of the summer we can have larger prototyping machines. Then we can do like human size box prototypes. Right now they're like small ones, but this will be another change or something that we can help with, because we have a engineer also part of the team. She like does everything from the scratch and makes also the like calculations of the support of the material. Is it reliable, the locking system? Or some medical companies that we work with is like when you open the box or you open the package, it has to break, like to get to the knowledge that somebody hasn't tampered with the box or the medicine. But otherwise, I think we are doing this year for the people. It's like a people year again for us. We had the people year 3 years ago, but try to get the vibe up and the merger decently done. And hopefully, yeah, we have learned from the first one, so we don't make the same mistakes that we did. Now we are like talking too much. The employees are saying, okay, we already know it. We don't have to do it again and don't have to do the meetings. But don't get me wrong, we are not perfect, but we try to be better. And I think those things take time that we do here. And like I said, when we are better tomorrow than we were today, then it's mission accomplished.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing we can all strive for, to be better today than we were yesterday, and tomorrow to be even a little bit better, because we can never get to perfection. I mean, it's an unrealistic goal anyway. So I will drop your contacts, Kristo, also in the comments. So later on, if anybody wants to contact you, then they can do it. But just so you know, Joon, JOON.eu is the website where anyone can go. It's in English as well. And you guys do ship to other countries
Yeah,
as
we do
well?
basically worldwide, but our products, when they aren't a really, I don't know, really hard or really complicated package, then the range that the transport doesn't eat up the reasonability to ship them. It's like 1,000 kilometers, then it's okay. Then we are still in the game. Otherwise, there are local producers they maybe do it a bit higher level with price, but the transportation does eat up the margin there, and it's not reasonable. But we also speak like our team speaks Spanish, Swedish, Finnish, Russian, German, so we can handle the international crowd.
Awesome. Okay, thank you so much. So let's see if we have any questions. I'm just going to check the LinkedIn event. And if anything pops into your mind, then go ahead and share. I still, I don't know if it's a technical thing or not, but then I will use this time. If anybody is writing in the chat, then I will see it, and I will ask you myself then, and use the opportunity. Can you maybe share the most like out of the box, the most creative kinds of things that people have asked you to produce? Like what you maybe didn't even think that you can offer to people, or that you could make. Like maybe you can even show them to us. I know that, like, business cards are like a classic, and like Christmas calendars and those kinds of stuff. But you also have made really
I can
special.
go to the showroom, what we have there stored. Like the last big thing was somebody ordered us a human-sized toothpaste for some fairs that we have to, yeah, produce. But we have like Christmas calendars, and they are like now we are doing for Finland. It's all salmiakki basically in it, and the black
Mhm.
candy that nobody in Estonia wants. What,
Yeah.
what we also do, we do like wine calendars. It's a pretty big one,
Ooh.
and you can personalize it with different names. What we else do? We did like candy boxes. That's not done by machinery because of the shape. It has to be done by hand. And what else?
Mm-hmm.
We do all kind of board games. We do Christmas calendars for Tallinna Kaubamaja, for a new energy drinking like campaign products. I don't know what else. We have when COVID hit, then we thought that okay, we help the world. We made those flow packs. We produced those packages. We put in the gloves, the mask, and also the sanitizer. But the idea
Mm.
was just great for us. Nobody bought it, so
No.
we just thought it would help somebody. But what else we do? We think a lot about when somebody comes with a product, like I don't know, with a mobile phone, and they want a package on it. We do a lot of that kind of works, but those from 10, 9 doesn't get into real business. We just help them to think about it. We do the prototype, and hopefully they will expand. But it's also awesome to help people think about it. We don't want to be the producer that just send us the drawings and we produce it. We want to think about from the first step that you have an idea, come to us, let's take a coffee, have a chat with our engineer, and then think what are the possibilities. And also when we can't help you with our machinery, we are glad to send you to some of our partners because, yeah, as I said, network is also something that helps us, and you can't do all the jobs in the world by yourself. So you have to also recommend your partners to help to grow their businesses, because when you don't recommend them, they don't recommend you. And I'm that kind of person who thinks that yeah, when you do good to others, it will eventually come back to you.
Oh, yes, good karma. I am absolutely a believer of that. And even if you're not, then, if you do something good for other people, it will reflect well on your part
Yeah.
as well. It's the same thing. Like if you go and you gossip about people, then it's actually like you're saying bad things about other people, but people who listen to you, they are gonna think those same bad things about you. So instead, go and compliment other businesses, compliment other people, and the same good things will kind of be reflected from you as well. So, okay, I don't see any questions right now, but it may be just like a technical thing. So, Krista, is it okay if we have any questions that I don't see right now, that we will answer them
Yeah,
later on
yeah,
LinkedIn?
absolutely.
Okay, perfect. Then I will let you know. But yeah, we're going to wrap up now soon. If you took away something useful or something practical, something that Kristo recommended or something that you thought of, then please share and leave a comment and let us know. We would be so excited to hear about it. And for the last thing, I want to invite you to join my mailing list to get some practical tips on building the strong business relationships, like we mentioned, and really growing your visibility too. If you don't have like 20 years of experience like Joon does, you need to grow those leads and grow those connections somehow. So the first email that you'll get will include a simple exercise that will help you introduce yourself with clarity and confidence. And so this is something that me and Kristo, we learned from BNI, but you can get the same kind of tool to say your elevator pitch from this email, so you can practice it whenever, when you're networking, when you're out creating new connections or speaking to another entrepreneur. So you can use it right away. And this is at the moment available in Estonian, but for English speakers, you can opt in as well and receive a checklist for strengthening your employer brand. And I can say a little hint that the most important thing is exactly like Kristo mentioned as well, is that you actually want to be and you strive to be a good employer. That's where like the good brand also comes from. But yeah, there will be some other tips as well. And of course, we will share some follow-up resources. So from today's live, I'm going to put together a blog post and maybe some summary of the highlights, because Kristo shared a lot of, gold nuggets. And that way, if you miss the email list, then you won't miss any of the takeaways as well from this chat that we had. So yeah, I will add the links and I will add Kristo's contacts as well in the comments. So please definitely hit Kristo up with all kinds of crazy ideas that you have. I know I have some ideas in the backlog waiting to be printed, like I want to make a coloring book and whatnot, like my own card, like board game would be so cool, and I cannot wait to get to those projects. But you don't have to wait. You can call Kristo right away and just get those ideas flying. So, Kristo, is there anything else that you want to say from your part?
Actually, no. Thanks for having me. It was my first time, so hopefully my English was good enough that you understand me. And when somebody wants just to have a chat about something that I have done or have experienced it, I'm glad to help to think together about it. So you can call me not just to order things, but also to have a chat.
Yeah, that is so awesome. That's like exactly why you were the perfect person to share those insights today. So thank you so much, and thank you to Joon for being a good partner, a good client, and good friends as well, and an inspiration to me and hopefully to others as well. So I guess we will see you in the chats, in the comments, in the follow-ups, and yeah, thank you,
Thank you.
Kristo. See you soon.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.